This is my testimony. This is my story. At the age of 6 years old, I was deaf and mute. I was not able to hear or speak. I had no vocal cords. I, at the age of 6 years old, my grandparents, they started taking me to church. They were desperate and praying for a miracle in my life. I was taken to the hospital, to the doctors. They were checking me to see what was wrong with me, running different types of tests to see what was the problem, and they found nothing. They recommended that I would go to a special school where they specialize with working with children who had certain disabilities. And the teachers, they were really kind, they were really sweet, and they were trying their best to try to help me, but it was really difficult, for someone like me not to be able to hear and speak and not understand anything that anybody was saying or speaking. So, I the only thing that I was able to learn was how to touch things with my hands. If I wanted something, I would walk to the objects around the room and just touch or point at them. And I was taken to church, and that's where God did a supernatural miracle. But before I get to that, I wanted to say, even though I couldn't hear or speak, God gave me the ability to see into the spiritual realm. He gave me that gift when I was a child to see how the spiritual realm was operating. I would see how the angels would move in the church, how they would move in the middle of the worship. I would see how the demons, also the evil spirits, how they would manifest and enter people, and I would see how the people would become weak and they would stop praising God. And I would see all these different things happening in the spiritual realm. And then when the miracle happened in my life, God, he sent me an angelic voice from heaven. So for those who are watching right now, this voice that you're hearing right now came from heaven, because I didn't even have a voice. And then in the middle of the service, God opened my ears so that I would be able to hear. So I was able to hear sounds for the first time ever. And that was really different. Just imagine you listening to different sounds for the first time ever. It's, to listen to the sounds of instruments or listening to animals, hearing people talk, hearing people laugh or cry for the first time ever. It was kind of scary and kind of different for me. Over the weeks went by, the months, and I kind of got used to it. And to kind of fast forward, it kind of got a little bit more difficult because I was struggling with my speech. I had speech difficulties where I was not able to pronounce words correctly. I was embarrassed to have conversations with people. I couldn't look at people in the eye. I had low self-esteem. When I was in school, around 8th grade, the teachers were bullying me because of my disabilities. I was being cursed at by my teachers. I was called all different types of names, and that allowed me to develop a lot of depression and anxiety. I did felt suicidal because I felt like nobody would believe me, in anything that I would say. The years passed by. I graduated high school, and God started, working in my life. That's when I started developing in my speech. I started preaching more. I started going out there. God started using me in my calling. And a lot of things happened throughout this whole spiritual walk. But if you see by now, with the way I'm talking to you, I've come a long way because of God. And I just wanted to tell you this testimony to tell you that, God, he is a healer, that he still heals, that he still restores, that he still has the power to lift you up, that he can use you at your weakest. And that's what he did with me. So that's what I'm doing right now. I created this YouTube channel to be able to encourage people. So you'll see me giving you motivational talks and sharing my testimony. There's more to my testimony than this, but it's really long. I did wrote my first book. I only had 50 copies because it was my first time, and I'm self-published, so I didn't make money out of it. I took the time, and I've given these books out for free because I want people to be blessed. I want to be different. You know, I don't want to take from people. I want people to be inspired. I want people to use their gifts and their talents. And if God was able to use me in that condition that I was in, you know, and not having the resources or people to back me up to do certain things that I wanted to do, then you know what? He could do it with you. You have enough strength, you have enough wisdom and knowledge to do whatever you want to do. You could be whoever you want to be. The most important thing is, don't try to be someone else that you're not. You be yourself. Become successful being yourself. You know, perfect what it is that you're good at. Be better at it. Work on it. Whatever it is. If you're a singer, if you're a graphic designer, if you're a musician, you work on those skills and perfect it. And you know what? I know you will do great because I believe in you. So I hope that you will share this video around wherever you want to. And if anybody would like to have me to share this testimony anywhere, you could definitely reach out to me and I will be happy to share this testimony. But for now, I'm using this platform to be inspirational, to be motivational, to share my experiences little by little. And like I said, there's more to the story, and I want to be able to share certain things, you know, little by little, so that people can feel blessed. So you all stay blessed, be safe, and definitely you all have my permission to share this video around. Okay, so feel free to share it wherever you please so that people can be blessed. And don't forget to hit a like and a subscribe on the channel. That would really be a blessing for me. It would allow me to, you know, reach out to more people. It would allow me to make a difference in people's lives. It will allow me to do much more in the future.